Okay, we're going to be an aggressive attacking style of defense that built on stopping the run, okay, and getting after the quarterback. And those are the things that you have to do defensively to be successful in the National Football League. And finally, on special teams, okay, again, our coverage units are going to be fast and aggressive. We've got some of the best specialists in the game, and our returners are going to be explosive. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am about the opportunity to be a part of the Oakland Raiders and to be the 18th head football coach of the Oakland Raiders. It's a new beginning for us. We're moving forward, and I'm excited about the opportunity. I'm excited about the things that Mr. Davis is doing. I'm excited about the things that Reggie McKenzie's doing. And this is a team that's going to be committed to winning in the future. And with that, I'll take your questions.
We're going to open it up to start before Jefferson.
We provided our season ticket holders with an opportunity to submit questions to be asked of you, Coach Allen. These responses were tremendous and overwhelming. Our season ticket holders have submitted a variety of questions and extended congratulations and welcome you to the Raider Nation. Today we have two of our season ticket holders, Digger and Agnes Sasaki, who are going to be reading the questions. And to the media, we appreciate your patience as we ask these questions. You'll have ample time to ask theirs. Thanks.
Coach Allen, welcome. I'm Agnes Sasaki, and this is my husband, Digger Sasaki. He has had seasons tickets from the beginning. When I met him, he was single. Thank goodness he had 2 seats. So I became an alternate. And now we have a granddaughter, a 3-year-old granddaughter. She's been to 3 games already. She lives down south, but we're introducing her to the Raiders, and she just enjoys it a lot. And we're privileged to be representing the Raider Nation, and I will be asking 3 of the questions. As Courtney said, there were so many submitted, but once again, welcome, and I'll ask the questions from the fans. Question number 1 is from Paul, Beth, and Emily and Twistle. Coach Allen, welcome to the Raider family. As season ticket holders, we are very proud of the Raiders' unique and meaningful connection with former Raider players. In a post-Al Davis era, how do you, as the head coach, fulfill Al Davis's vision? The greatness of the Raiders is in its future, while continuing the Raider tradition of a strong connection with our past.
Well, I think first and foremost, I think we do embrace the Raider tradition. There's been so many great players that have played here, so many great people that have been a part of this organization, and we do embrace that tradition. And we welcome those people to be around because they are part of the foundation for what the Oakland Raiders are and what the Oakland Raiders are going to be in the future. Moving forward, though, this is a new day. This is a new Oakland Raiders, and we're going to proceed forward and push forward and be one of those teams that's going to be smart, tough, disciplined, and do things the right way. And we're going to build a team that we want our fans to be extremely proud of. And every time that we go out on the field, we're going to play with a respect for the game and a passion for the game that you can be proud of.
Thank you. Question 2 is from Robert Johnson. First of all, he says, welcome to the Oakland Raiders, Coach Allen. My question is this. I feel the talent level among NFL teams is fairly even. What's the most critical thing a head coach must do to get his players to play their very best? Thank you.
Well, I think a head coach's job and a coach in general is to lead, motivate, and inspire. That's what our job is to do. We've got to lead these men so that they want to follow us. We've got to motivate them to play better than they've ever played before. We've got to inspire them to heights of greatness. And those are the things that we want to try to do with this football team. And I think that we do have the players in place to compete at the highest level in the National Football League. What we have to be able to do is we have to do it with more consistency and discipline on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you. Question 3 is from Charles Stokes. What is your number 1 priority with the 2012 Raiders?
Well, our number 1 priority with the 2012 Raiders is we're here to win a championship. And at the end of the day, that's why we're in this business, to win championships. and that's what our goal is going to be every year that we step foot onto the field.
Thank you very much. We'll open to questions. Please raise your hand, be acknowledged, and speak to the mic, and state your name and affiliation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tittle with 95.7 The Game. You talked about commitment to excellence, and another one of Al Davis' saying was pride and poise, but over the last 10 years, several men have had your job, and they weren't able to fix some of the discipline problems talking about on the field with all the penalties. What are some of the tangible things that you're going to do to cut down, because you're taking over a team that's the most penalized in NFL history, what are some of the philosophies and tangible things you're going to do to remedy that?
Well, I tell you, I can't speak for what's happened in the past, but I know from what I've dealt with, the things that we're going to do is the only way that you create habits is through consistency, doing the same things over and over and over. Well, if you're committing penalties, that becomes a habit. We've got to change those habits, all right? We've got to develop the proper habits so that we're not creating those penalties on a day-to-day basis. But it starts with how you operate in practice, okay? And we're going to operate in a manner in practice that, we're going to preach discipline, and discipline is going to be a fundamental factor in what we do every day. And if we preach fundamentals and we preach discipline day in, day out, and we're consistent with it as a coaching staff, the players are going to fall right in line.
Bill Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. Reggie, when you took this job and set about looking for a head coach, was Dennis the guy who was at the forefront of your thoughts already at that time?
Yes. Coach Allen, once I started putting my list together, I targeted Coach Allen. I did not intend and did not want to throw it out who I was, my list of who I was looking at. But Coach Allen was on my target list, absolutely, from the start.
And if I could, this hire was first reported, or at least the agreement was first reported almost a week ago. What took you so long to get to this day to be announced?
To get from the Senior Bowl to here today?
Yeah.
Well, we set the press conference for today, but once we agreed and the contract was signed, we started work that day. So we just delayed to have this press conference for all the logistics. I was in Mobile, Alabama. We had too many things going on, but nothing particular.
Mike Wagner.
Coach, you talked about that you have the talent on the offensive side, but when you look at the defensive side, do you see, with all the problems they have, do you have enough talent on that side, or do you have to come in and make radical changes?
I don't think radical changes are what need to be made. I do think that there are, obviously, just with all aspects of the game, you're always going to try to upgrade your team in whatever way that you can. But I do still feel like there's a talented defense, and I feel like that we got enough players, both on offense and defense, that we can win a championship with.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on being over from Comcast Sports in the area of California. I wanted to talk to you, mentioned some of your philosophies on offense, but I wonder who you saw as your offensive coordinator carrying out those philosophies.
Well, I tell you, we're in the process right now, really of formulating our whole staff, and right now that process is going extremely well. I'm not going to get into who those guys are right now. There'll be a time and place where we'll make those announcements, but we are in the process of formulating our whole staff.